I love this stuff. This is like a TV show for me.
The Rock 108 Morning Show. Getting even bigger today with our guest who's joining us. He was on the Howard Stern Show during the heyday. Stuttering John Melendez. Hello.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me, Brian. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Man, it's awesome because I was telling you off air, it's kind of full circle for me. I was an intern at a station in Minneapolis.
Yes.
And the Howard Stern Show was on that station, Rock 100.3 at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm a little radio nerd, 110 pounds, wet at that point. And so there's a show, Twisted Sister and Slaughter, that comes in. They have you coming in as the MC, and I'm stoked that you're coming in. They bring you in. They usher you upstairs. I'm like, but John. I want to talk to John about his interaction with Howard.
That's the way the entire Howard team worked back in the day.
Yeah.
They would come in and go.
Not me. I would always tell people to come to the bar after. Yeah, I love to hang out and drink with everybody. I still to this day, even with my stand-up shows, after the show, I always say, hey, on stage, I go, hey, I'm going to go to this bar. I'm going to go to the ale house. Come on down.
Nice.
And then I will just sit and tell stories of the old days,
So, Russ, you were saying...
First of all, there's a question begging to be asked.
Yeah.
No show. Why you and I?
I got a show tonight.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Double Z.
Yeah, I'm at Double Z's.
Ah.
Yes, I'm doing stand-up comedy at Double Z's on 629 Ellis Boulevard, and it's a free show.
I thought you were just hanging with the Z-Man.
Oh no! I've had a great time here. I love the people of Iowa. I'm not just trying to patronize people. No, I'm not. It's just that everyone's so nice here. It's like,
Iowa nice.
Don't forget, I grew up in New York. It's like, hey, I'm talking here.
I know, I'm East Coast myself, and they don't understand the aggressiveness sometimes.
Oh, no. A New Yorker is just like, oh, man.
We look at it as a sign of love and canoodling with each other. They look at it as aggressive jerk.
Well, even when I grew up, it was all we did was goof on each other's moms.
Right.
It was always about your mother. Even when you were in second, third grade, hey, your mother wears combat boots. It was always goofing on people's mothers. It was like that was what you did.
How did you get involved with Howard? Because everybody tries to get involved with the Howard Show, especially back in the day. How did you get involved, John?
I was going to New York University, and a friend of mine, Mitch Fatel, who happens to be a really good comic, he was interning at Howard, and I said, hey, man, if you ever leave, please hook me up. And thank God he got into a major car accident. And and he totaled his car and he couldn't do it anymore. His father was sick of him not getting paid.
Yeah.
So then, he told Howard, he said, there's only one problem. This, just John guy, he stutters. And Howard goes, he stutters? Hire him. So that was it. And then no one knew that I had no problem asking celebrities questions, because that was me when I was in junior high. I was always asking.
Who cares? Yeah, just ask it.
Yeah, because I have no problem asking anybody anything. So it was a perfect fit, just me stuttering and asking questions, because celebrities would hang in there sometimes because they felt bad because I had a stutter, so they didn't want to walk away from somebody who stutters. Although some celebrities didn't care, Lou Reed strangled me for asking.
Lou Reed did?
Yeah, because I asked him if he still pleasured himself. And judging by his grip, he did. I got punched in the nose by Raquel Welch for asking her, are they drooping yet? Yes, I think she hit me with the left one. And then I asked O.J. Simpson if he would sign my knife.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. And coincidentally, he had his own. And but the best response I ever got was from the late, great Joan Rivers, who was a friend. And, she was so funny. Without skipping a beat, I said, Joan, do you think ugly people should be allowed to have children? She said no, and I told your mother that.
She was very quick.
Yeah, she's really sharp. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, it was really like a crazy time in the Stern Show. It was the golden era of that show, I mean, when I started, we were only on in New York and Philly.
Yeah.
And then by the time I left, we were on like 80 markets, all over the country. So,
well,
and the E show was even getting played in England.
Yeah.
It's funny how it turned into an FCC thing, and they had a button to silence Howard.
Yes.
And I interviewed for the program director's job there with Tom Chiasano, the general manager.
Tom Chiapasano.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And they sent me into his office to wait for him.
Yeah.
And he walked in, and I was on my feet, kind of wandering around the office, and he introduced himself, and I was looking around. I said, "Where is it?" And he said, "Where's what?" And I said, "The button," during a job interview. And he said, "We don't talk about the button."
The button was actually a few doors down from the studio, but man, did that drive Howard crazy.
Who manned it?
What?
Who manned the button?
Tom.
Oh, he would
What?
sit.
Tom would get in super early. He's a program. I mean, he's a general manager.
Yeah.
And he'd get in there, and if Howard said anything he thought was, somewhat FCC non-friendly, he would hit the button, and that would erase like 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And Howard would go ballistic. I mean, it was fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, that whole time was a great experience for me. I mean, just think of the tail.
Why did he have? Why did you?
The
all,
tail, I guess.
Why did you all have such a hard on for Andy Bloom down in Philly?
I didn't have a hard on for him. He just he'd get me a lot of gigs in Philly.
Yeah.
He was kind of pompous in a way.
He was the program director of the Philly station.
Yeah.
He's got a big. He's his biggest fan, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. And hey, all you guys could come down to my house and barbecue, and I'll make swap some beer and brats, man. Shut up, come here.
John Melendez, Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show, and also The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Yes.
And I dug into my personal stash in the man cave
Can
on
you
the
imagine the
Southwest side.
Tonight Show hired me?
Yes.
They hired me to be the announcer. They hire a stutterer.
When did that happen?
To be the announcer on The Tonight Show. That's like hiring Charlie Sheen to watch your Coke.
When were you the announcer?
I was the announcer from 2004 to 2009, and I stayed on as a writer till Jay left in 2014.
I did not know this.
Oh yeah,
No, I did not. Wow.
yeah.
It's amazing. And there's a story to tell behind it, but I also wanted to play for you, Russ. Stuttering John had an album in 1994, self-titled. There is
Yes.
a song that you will love because it's called Get Off My Lawn.
Yes.
You bastard.
We're going to play it for you next on Rock 108.
Get off my lawn.
I found the song for your show, Russ.
Yeah, Stuttering John. Get off my lawn here on Rock 108. Now I'm here with Brian Marshall, and
I will tell you, if you had added the word "you bastard" on the end of that, it would have sold a lot more.
Yeah. That song's actually a metaphor, like for a girl who's trying to change me. Like it was just like get out of my head. Just leave me alone. I'm never going to change this. It's so funny. Because I remember I was in Tom Chiasano's office. The general manager, and Steve Kingston was the program director, and I was asking for more money, and they go, where are you going to go? And they go, look, Howard created you. And I go, no. Years and years of bad parenting created me. Had nothing to do with Howard.
But they would say that to you in a negotiation?
Oh, my God. Tom Chiasano was dying of cancer. And I was making $42,000 a year.
Oh, my God.
And I
Holy
said,
crap.
yes. And I said, Tom, I like to get $50,000 a year. And he just said, John, I'll die of cancer before I pay you $50,000
Oh, my God.
a year. Yes, I know. No, it's just, you know how radio is. I mean, it's just, but none of us made money. I mean, it was so sad. I'd be standing behind Baba Booey as he's doing like, strip club appearances, and I'm like, this is the producer of the biggest radio
So even
show.
Gary wasn't making money?
No, Gary wasn't making anything either. The only people making money was Howard and Robin, and then Fred and Jackie. That was it.
I thought Howard paid everybody out of his salary.
No, are you kidding me?
No?
No way. And Howard wanted nothing to do with our salaries. Like, even when I was asking for it, I go, Howard, could you help me out? He didn't help me out.
Really?
Yeah.
So he wouldn't go talk to Chiasano for you and say, look, you got to...
No. In fact, this is the funniest thing. Howard was goofing on us all for our Christmas gifts to him. And I gave him like a whole basket of like DVDs that I knew he would like.
Oh, yeah.
Like some great movies and books, that like top selling books. And then he's goofing on us. So, me, I always had the balls to say anything. So I went in there and went, Howard, do you know what you gave us for Christmas? I got a canister full of popcorn with 3 flavors, cheddar, caramel, and regular. I go, Howard, I stuck my arm into the canister and to the bottom and hope to find a check at the bottom of the can, as if it's a Cracker Jacks box. And then I get out of the studio, and Ganji, who was another guy there, he goes, John, I did the same thing. I stuck my hand. I thought there had to be a check. And it's such a juxtaposition because when you work with Jay Leno, Jay would give us $3,000, $5,000, like cash bonuses on Christmas.
Oh my God!
It was, and Jay had 150 employees.
Yeah,
everybody got a check.
That show was that big?
Yeah, everybody got a check.
Holy crap!
Did you reach out to Jay after his recent accident?
Yeah, I emailed him.
Yeah. He looked like he's doing okay, but I mean, obviously got hurt pretty bad.
Yeah. Yep. He burned his chin,
Oh no, he can't lose the moneymaker.
Yeah, I know. That's like a mile long. But I see that you have Ozzy's album Diary of a Madman.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I have so many great stories about Ozzy, and the first one I'll tell you was Ozzy and Howard pulled the greatest prank on me. I was on the air, and Howard had Ozzy on the phone, and it was right when that album that you just played had come out, and Ozzy said, yeah, I want to. I've got that Stuttering John open for us at Jones Beach. And I'm like, really? Howard goes, wow, John, you're going to open for Ozzy? And I'm like, whoa. Yeah, and then Ozzy goes, yes. I love your songs. I listened to your album. I loved Plush and Sex Type Thing and Wicked Garden. And I'm going, Ozzy, that's Stone Temple Pilots. And he goes, oh, forget it. You don't have to open up. And I was like, that was a great prank. But I'll tell you, I ended up opening up for Ozzy. And I have
At Jones Beach?
Yes. And I have 2 great stories because, we were there. I'm with my band. I brought my friend who's a big Ozzy fan. And we're in the dressing room hanging out with Ozzy, smoking weed, just drinking beer, and it was great. And my friend is he's using my video camera and he's videotaping the whole thing. Cut to a week later, I invite my friends over to come watch me hanging out with Ozzy in the green room, and we put the videotape on, and then up comes my kid on a swing. My wife erased the whole video and taped my kid on a swing.
Oh, no.
But the other funny thing is when I'm at this, and I hate to do this, but it's just become now, it's kind of, everyone knows it. This is really funny. But while Ozzy's on stage, I climb up the rafters in Jones Beach, so I'm on the side of the stage. Yep. And I see this black curtain. And I go, what the hell's that? So I pull the curtain, and there's a guy with a microphone singing all Ozzy's lyrics.
Oh, no.
So Ozzy's got someone with like an Ozzy voice.
Oh, my God.
To double him in case Ozzy's voice cracks. So this guy is essentially singing, and everybody in the crowd thinks it's Ozzy, but no, it's this guy. So when I open the curtain, the guy's like, Shut that curtain! Shut that curtain! It literally was the Wizard of Oz. Yes! Yes, I swear to God, it's a true story.
What?
And then the last
Pay
funny
no
one.
attention to the man behind
Yes.
the curtain.
Yes.
crap.
Yes. And then the last great one is so Ozzy, Sharon, Howard and Beth, and me and Susanna, that was my wife. We were at Nobu eating dinner. And Nobu's like a Zen place, you know.
Sure.
In the bathroom, they play the sound of the ocean. Okay? So we're all sitting, having dinner, whatever, and Ozzy goes, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he gets up and he goes to the bathroom. And he doesn't come back. And it's like half an hour, and we're like, where's Ozzy? Sharon's like, where's Ozzy? And we're all wondering. Finally, Ozzy comes back. We're like, Ozzy, what happened to you? He goes, I kept hearing the ocean, so I went and got a chair and I looked out the window of the bathroom. I don't see any ocean. We're like, Ozzy, that's a tape. We're not next to the ocean.
Oh, my God.
Stuttering John Melendez with us here on the Rock 108 Morning Show. He's got a free show tonight at the Double Z, 629 Ellis in Cedar Rapids. It starts at 8 o'clock tonight.
Wait. Free show?
Free show.
So come on down, guys. Are you going to come?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
I'll definitely come. I talk about everything, stern jokes, all my interviews. I talk about marriage and childbirth and child rearing and what it's like to get old and all that, and like everything.
I know that there's got to be some more stories, and we'll get them here in just a few. We will have the man behind the curtain in just a moment.
Can we post the information on our Facebook page so people can figure out how to get there and where it's at?
Pop it up here as we get into it.
The Double Z in Southwest.
Yes, and if you can't make it to the Double Z tonight, I'm going to be at the Daiquiri Factory in Davenport on Saturday night.
Awesome.
Oh, that's the paying gig.
Yeah. They're both paying. Are you kidding me? James better be paying.
We've got to find out what the heck's going on. Ozzy's up next.
Rock 108. Locally owned by a woman named Mary.